Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to, hold on, Nick came up with this name. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? The Sexy Sisters Podcast.
The Sexy Sisters Podcast. Here we
Bad,
are.
Right? He told me that and I was like, that's so stupid, but it will probably work. Like it will.
I dig it.
Right?
I dig
it's
it.
not bad. And technically sister-in-law's sisters.
Yeah, no, I honestly, just because I'm lazy and don't want to type out sister-in-law, I kind of just tell everyone, like, my sister this, my sister that.
So much easier.
And all my friends are like, wait, Jenna, like, you don't have one. And I'm like, ugh.
Well, I do now.
Like,
don't
listen. I know we don't know Nick, you know, as much as we know Rocky, but
I have one now, okay?
Yeah,
How about that? How about just shut up and be like, oh. So welcome to the podcast, everybody. How's everybody doing today? We've got chlamydia and herpes going on in chat. I mean, goodness gracious, you guys. Yeah, our debut YouTube episode, which is fun. This is my first time streaming live on YouTube on my own channel.
Okay, I have never done anything.
Well, here you are.
With YouTube.
YouTube is interesting because on Twitch, it takes a long time to build, and I don't know if YouTube is the same way. So we'll see.
I literally know, I don't even do people's live streams and all sorts of stuff. Even if like someone's streaming, I feel like I've never even joined their things because half the time it like lagged out for me. I don't know, like this should be interesting. I'm excited to see, you know, what it brings.
All right. Hi, everybody. Hi, ACTC. Andrew Thomas. Okay, Nick is yelling at me. How is the audio sounding for everybody? Does everything sound okay? We were trying to figure that out. We were wondering about mods and how to mod the channel. And B-Shrek. Oh, we can. So we can add a moderator. So let's... Didlotic? Yeah, Didlotic. Let's go. Look at that. Didlotic, you are now a moderator for the channel. And you can bring down the fucking ban hammer on anyone. This is... Andrew, how would we be talking to you if this was pre-recorded? You were so cute. I love you. Yes, this is live. It sounds good. Okay, awesome. All right, fantastic. So welcome, everybody. True is in the chat. So this is going to be a podcast style live stream, but we'll check in with you guys a little bit. We have some fun. Hey, what's up, Frankie Blaze? We've got some fun stories that Nick has pulled for us, and the first thing that he saw was the top 10 weirdest things that people have found in their food, and I can't wait to see what this is because I hear it's a lot of bugs.
I've 100% found some weird shit in food before.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever found in your food?
I found, and I know because I used to breed them, so I know that it was a mouse claw, like the nail. I used to like total accident, but I would breed them to like feed to my snake and whatever else.
Right.
And I was eating a pizza bagel once. Got them good old frozen pizza bagels. It was, I don't know what time it was at night or something, but I'm heating them up. And I bit into one. And it was a hard crunch. And then my tongue got sliced. And I went, what in the world? And I took it out of my mouth and I held it in my hand and looked at it. And it was a mouse claw in my pizza bagel.
No.
Disgusting.
That's disgusting. Because there's certain things that, look, if you find a spider in your food, yeah, it's gross.
But it's like a
spider.
But
it's a spider. They're everywhere. They're not dirty the same way like a mouse or a cockroach is. So in Hawaii, it's funny because I thought this was normal, and Nick is like, what the hell are you talking about? And so this is something that I've had to like explain to people. Mm-hmm. In Hawaii, a lot of us live on catchment. So we just have a catchment tank and you catch rainwater. I know, that's what Nick always tells me. What? So we catch rainwater and that's our water. It's just a big tank and you have all the gutters that go into your tank of water.
In some states, isn't that illegal?
Maybe. I don't know.
I've heard some nonsense that I'm pretty sure catching your own rainwater could be illegal. Someone in the chat here,
that's stupid.
Let me know because I think it is a thing.
Also, it's toxic. That's the other problem.
So, well, that's what I was going to say.
Like with all the pollution and stuff.
You have to be careful. Like, you use it to shower and wash your face and do all that kind of stuff with, but you're not supposed to drink it because it's super common for you to get leptospirosis because of rat shit or piss. So, like, whenever I think of rats, that's what I think of. When I think of rats, I'm like, oh, my God, I'm going to get lepto because they're dirty and gross. Same thing with cockroaches. Like, those are the two things that I'm like, oh,
you know, cockroaches, the people in this chat are going to be like, what the fuck? I used to breed cockroaches for my reptiles as well. Clean as hell. Here's the thing, though. I did not breed American cockroaches. I bred dubia roaches. So anyone that knows reptiles know that, like, they're dubia roaches. It's a different like species of cockroach.
What do they look like? The same as cockroaches?
way prettier.
Not
as
pretty
ugly.
cockroach.
Okay.
I want to see a pretty
Let's see.
cockroach.
My phone is so busted right now, so I don't know if I've got any sort of internet.
Oh, we can look on mine.
Yeah, we're
Here,
gonna
let's
have to
look
use
on
your phone
mine.
the entire time.
Okay, so what are they called now?
So look up an American cockroach. Those are like the gross ass things you find here.
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
left food
These
out
I've
for
seen.
two-
Oh, I hate them so
and
much.
they fly and
They're
stuff.
so they do. They
Nasty.
fly.
Nasty.
They fly. Oh,
now
that's
look up
the
a
worst.
dubia cockroach. They're much better looking. You can also look like a Madagascar cockroach. and stuff
Dubia
like
roach.
So
Okay, they're still gross, but they're less gross.
right? And
They
can,
are
like,
less
touch
gross.
them and like,
I'm not crazy about them.
They don't fly like they do like the American roaches, the dubia roaches. If you throw one, or if it, let's say, falls from a high distance, they do these flapping of the wings thing where it's more of a glide, so they don't hit the floor as hard.
Okay.
But they're really clean.
They don't look as gross.
A lot of people actually
like
use
'em.
them. Do you know what worm composts? A lot of people
No.
will use different like dubia roaches and things like that in lieu of a worm compost.
Huh.
So it's the same thing, and that's what I used to do. I would
Okay.
breed them for my reptiles, and I would feed all of my reptiles, and I would also, because I had such a plethora, I would give them to all my friends. So, like, who have reptile friends, all of us are buddies. So I used to breed them and give them out in these little containers and whatnot, and the ones that I just had a plethora of, I would just put in like compost and stuff. Anything left in the kitchen would go straight in the
and
compost.
they just eat them up and basically compost it the same way worms
They
do.
eat
I had no
so
idea.
much faster than worms do. So much faster. I personally, if I'm going to have a compost system, I believe that a cockroach is the way to go.
Interesting.
As horrifying as that is.
All right, exploited. Like literally, we're nerding out over bug stuff. So yes.
Andrew said that he thought I was really pretty before, and then now he's saying he hates bugs, and I feel like I lost a couple points. Andrew, did I lose a couple points, honey?
No. Oh my God. I don't think. Well, I mean, I don't think that'd be a silly thing to like lose points over cockroach. Well, I mean,
She's
unless
into
you want to
some weird
have
stuff, guys.
She just keeps breeding bugs, and there's just
Oh, I
cockroaches
know.
all over the house.
Oh, I could talk about bugs for hours. Have you ever been to those, like, what is it, Insectatron places or something?
No.
There's, like, these cool bug places. That
Is it like where they have all the bugs
like a
through
bug
in
museum
pins?
and
They've got
things.
pins through all the bugs in the cases, like that
know.
kind of stuff.
I don't
'Cause
know.
I've seen that. Oh my God, Didlotic.
But they do have, like, different bugs and stuff like you could touch. I want to go to one of those places. It's just like it's almost like
Oh wait, they're
a
live
zoo.
bugs.
They have live, and then they have, not live ones, but it's almost just like a zoo,
Oh.
except you're using insects. It's an insect zoo. How freaking cool is that?
What are insect scientists called? I feel like they're called something, right?
I
Let's
should
find
know
out what
that.
an insect scientist is.
Is it O? Something with an O?
We're about to find out. Insect science.
Why am I forgetting this? This was something that I literally was like, oh, I should go into that in college.
Entomology.
That's what it is. I knew it was like an
Entomology.
That's why I was
So
like,
you're an
it's O
entomologist.
something,
Yeah.
Ooh, Didlotic.
That's what I said. I said, oh my God, Didlotic. That was terrible, but also amazing at the same time. So bugs in food, I feel like are a weird thing. These people have some other stories. The first one is this is number 10. Oh my God. All right. I feel like a mouse claw is pretty bad. Like a rat claw. Mice are different though. Mice are cute. I used to have pet mice when I was a kid.
Yeah.
They're adorable.
My mice were cute. It was
They're
just
like
the fact
big.
that it like stabbed me in the tongue.
You don't want to eat a mouse
I
claw.
was sitting there like holding it in my mouth, and I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, was your tongue like cut really badly?
No, it wasn't cut really badly. It was just like it pierced me, and I was just shocked. I was, because like, why is my pizza bagel piercing me in the mouth?
Well, apparently this woman found a tooth in her Milky Way bar. Oh my God.
Ew.
They took a road trip. This woman, her name is Sue Calhoun, took a road trip to Dallas, Texas to pick up a new tractor in 2010. She got a Milky Way candy bar. I like Milky Ways. They're pretty good.
I'm a chocolate girl. I
Same.
don't like sweet stuff. I like chocolate.
Chocolate, I feel like, is the best quality if you're going to eat a sugar thing. If you get like a nice, good quality
Yes.
chocolate bar. Do you like dark chocolate?
I'll eat dark
chocolate is
chocolate.
good.
I don't like white chocolate though.
White chocolate's hit or miss. I like it when it's made into something like if it's got like a white chocolate coating, I'm okay with it. But I'm not just eating white chocolate.
Yeah.
Like just white chocolate. Because it's just, I don't know if it even counts as chocolate. She got the second bite. She thought she had bitten into a peanut, which you're not really supposed to have in a Milky Way. Do Milky Ways have peanuts? No, it's just caramel and chocolate, right?
I didn't think they had peanuts. Maybe you can get them with peanuts.
Maybe. Entomology, the study of entomins. Where do I sign
I
up?
was just gonna say I'm going to that one.
Can we study some
I said
fucking
maybe I was at
entomins?
the wrong college course.
So it says that she was sent a letter. Wow. She found a complete human tooth. Who lost a tooth?
Can you imagine if it was like one of your molars, so it's like this big, like this big of a tooth?
Human tooth. I want to know how that happened. Did one of the workers in the factory like lose a tooth in a vat and they're just like, whatever. Someone will get it. You know what they sent her? All they sent her was an apology and a offer coupons for free candy bars.
Yikes. I would be like suing for PTSD. Like every time now I'm eating a candy, I'm freaking out. So I'll be like, guys, I got emotional trauma for this.
Right? You got to get something out of having someone else's tooth in your mouth. That's disgusting. Probably some meth workers on the line.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, it has nougat, too. That's right. Thank you, Exploited. It has nougat. Nougat. What about old git? Fuck yeah. Okay. In a bag of grapes, they found a black widow. That's number 9. I feel like the tooth is weirder. I feel like they should be going in order of weirdness.
Yeah. That's, I don't know. I'd be shook about it too. A black widow, in all honesty, I mean, I know they're venomous, right?
Yeah.
But are they poisonous if you eat it? I don't think they are.
I don't think so. I think it's just, if it bites you. If it was alive, that's a different story. Okay, the spider was actually a black widow, the most venomous spider in North America. After killing it, okay, so it was alive. It was an alive black widow. That sucks.
Wait, what was it? What type of food?
Grapes. How do you think it ended up in there?
Was it like burrowed? Because that's a weird place for a black widow. Actually, you want to know something about black widows?
Yeah,
they are a very docile spider. So despite the fact that they are venomous, you can hold them and touch them, and they are not as scary as they are made out to be.
So do you feel like you have to like threaten them before they maybe bite you?
Yes.
Oh.
So you can like if like one's on you and you just like keep still and stuff like that, they're more of will hide in like different crevices and stuff. So like they might go in like the corners of your fingers and things like that.
They're just
to try to like
they want to
find a little shelter.
Shy. That's what I was
Yeah,
gonna say.
they're little shy guys. Did you guys think I would know so much about bugs coming on here?
No. Well, I knew because I knew you had.
But I'm sure these people are like, this girl's all up in here with her hair done, her makeup done, and she's talking about like cockroaches.
She's like, I've bred cockroaches.
Like, I know about that.
Yeah, no, I've never bred any sort of bug or anything. I like
Most
snakes.
people haven't.
They're very cool. Snakes are awesome. I don't know if Nick would ever let me get a snake. The Snack Lady and the Bug Lady show. That's amazing. Snack Lady and Bug Lady. That's the new name of the podcast. I'm just kidding. Sexy Sisters is better. So this happened in a Walmart. The woman contacted the police,
of course,
and Walmart. Why did she call the cops? Who's she calling the cops on? The spider? What the fuck was that gonna do? She's like, that's it. Because I don't know. That's one of those things where bugs end up in weird places. But
right, and I mean, like, I feel like if you're eating something, especially fruits or something like that, because they're harvesting them from the world. Like, I feel like you're prone to get bugs in them.
Yeah.
Like, let's just take fruit flies, for example. You leave your bananas out, and suddenly there's fruit flies. Where do they come from? Well, eggs were in the fruit and stuff,
And they just hatch. My stepmom actually did study fruit flies.
Really?
Their scientific name is Drosophila, and I still remember this because we used to go, when she met my dad, she was still in college, and I think she was like 22 or 23 or something. My dad was young, though. He was like 28 or 30. Something like that. But anyway, she used to take us to the lab with her when she would study the fruit flies. Yeah, so I still remember that. I'm like, oh yeah, Drosophila. And I didn't know that was a thing that you could go to college for and study.
You can go to college for anything.
I had no idea. I was like, okay, yeah, so I guess you can go to college. Like, why? I don't know why she studied the fruit fly. You know what? I kind of want to ask her that. She's a realtor now.
Wait. Do you want to hear something funny?
Yes.
I had a fruit fly colony too.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
so here was
Jenna.
this wasn't like I was breeding them. This was more of I had a colony going that I would create sub colonies for.
Right.
For my baby chameleon at the time.
Oh.
So it wasn't like I was like breeding fruit flies. But again, you have to keep the colony alive.
Yeah.
So I had a colony for my reptile.
That still counts. Yeah, fruit flies die super fast. They die in like, what is it? I don't think it's 24 hours, but it's something really close to that.
No, they do die off quick.
Yeah.
But it's right. Quick generations, those things grow like crazy.
Ew. Me and my wife went to Japan in 2017. We found the end of a finger with a nail on it. We both threw up
my
and
God.
left right away. Yeah, I can. Oh my God.
Did you call the police?
Yeah,
What did you do? Here's the thing, though. I feel like I would be concerned because it's like, well, because if you're about to call the police and someone's about to, get busted, like, are now you in danger for busting that? It's like
I feel like
mafia
in
stuff.
Japan, I was going to say in Japan, I wouldn't want to mess with anything because I know that the Yakuza. Oh my God.
Oh, thank you so much.
Jenna's like, oh my God, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Just let her like
know my
bugs,
bug.
okay?
I know my bug.
God. I feel like in Japan, the Yakuza run everything. So I'd just be like, I'm not even going to say anything. I'm going to let you guys
That's
do
what
your
I'm saying.
thing
Like,
because
I'm
I
out
don't
of
want to
there.
know.
I'm out of there.
Two blondes fell down a hole. One said, it's dark in here, isn't it? The other one replied, I don't know. I can't see. I haven't heard that one. I like blonde jokes. I have not heard that one. The other one, number 8, is frogs in frozen vegetables. That sucks because then you couldn't eat the vegetables after.
I kid you not. I saw a video yesterday about a woman finding a frog in her salad. It was one of the prepackaged salads. It was just sitting there.
Was it alive?
It was alive. It was just sitting there.
Hopping
Yeah.
out. How does it survive transport? Like getting in the process of getting it washed, put into the bag, then traveling however many thousands of miles it takes to get to the store, and that frog is just chilling the whole time.
He
It's
was
like
just
it's fine.
hanging.
I had
Yeah.
lettuce to live on. It was
Yeah,
good.
he was literally just hanging.
I love BC, aka the Dark Shadow, because he comments on almost every single podcast that we do, counting down the days until Halloween.
Aw,
it's my
spooky
favorite.
season.
That's why I wore this shirt. I was like, we're getting there, but it's still kind of warm.
You
But this
know,
is a Halloween shirt. It counts.
I was looking
It's
at that, and
spooky.
I was like, well, I was looking at that before, and I was like, damn, her shirt's really cute. I wore these jean shorts because so many people commented on it last time.
Hell yeah,
I was
wear
like,
jean
maybe
shorts
I
every
should wear
time.
like a growl fit, like a cute growl fit. And I was like, nah, they liked my
No.
jean shorts. I
Yeah.
was like, jean shorts it is.
Just stick with the jean shorts.
Yeah, I
it's
was
a
like-
good look.
I was hanging with them.
And we got to take advantage of the weather while it's warm before we have to
Yes.
start wearing actual clothes because I don't want to.
Yesterday was chilly.
It was a little bit
Oh, it was chilly.
I had dinner with a friend last night and I went into the city and it was like 70 something when I went in, but it was almost, it was like 60 when I came out. And I was like, oh
Right.
shit, it's actually cold now,
Right.
which sucks. Number 7 is a metal spring in a Taco Bell quesadilla. That's not that weird.
Eh.
That one's kind of lame. Nails found in frozen macaroni and cheese. Wait, what kind of nails? Human nails? No.
That also, I feel like that
Framing
doesn't shock
nails.
me too. Oh.
Okay.
Because I was like, human nail, like, yeah, girls, fingernail can pop off.
Yeah.
That's happened before to me. Like, you have them stick on nails, or maybe you got like an acrylic set and you're cooking and you look down and suddenly a nail's missing. That has 100% happened.
You're like, great. Which food? Did
I
you
know,
eat the
and
food?
I'm like, oh, I found it. But
Okay.
it was just like one of those things. So that, a fingernail, 100% I can see.
Yeah.
Or even like a hangnail, I get it.
Yeah, or a piece. Yeah, something broke off, a piece of fingernail. Ooh, this one's pretty gnarly. A razor blade found in Wendy's fountain drink. How the hell do you get a razor blade in there? The picture of it's all crusty and gross too. Ugh.
That looks like, ew. That's like a long. That's been in there for a minute. That looks like
Someone
It's
used it to
rusted
kill
and-
themselves because they work at Wendy's, and then they threw it in there. They were like, I don't know what to do with this now. Mountain Dew. Oh no, a mouse in a Mountain Dew can. How the fuck did a mouse get in the whole can?
I once had a beer that was empty. Like it was just
There was just nothing
a
in it?
can. Yeah, and when you opened it, it was just an empty can.
That's hilarious.
So I'm thinking, like, was it one of those weird iconic situations, where the mouse was just in there and because I don't know.
Because they're not
It
watching.
was like empty.
It
you
just
know?
goes down this like machine line
Yeah.
of stuff.
Well, did you know that because the FDA and all that stuff can't actually regulate all of the food that's being produced because there's always going to be bugs and mice and things like
Yeah,
that.
there's like a certain
in
percentage
food.
that it is acceptable to have in food.
Right, it's like peanut
Yeah.
butter. There's like a certain number of spider
Yeah.
legs, or like certain amount of mouse fur. I think it's like 3 mice fur per like peanut butter or some crap like that. I'm dead serious. Look
So
this
you're
up.
eating 3 mice first? No,
I
I
don't know.
believe
Look it up. Look it up.
Yeah.
I remember learning about that in school too.
Yeah.
And it was all just about how like crap the food is that we eat. Because it's
That's
all just
so
like crazy
funny.
processed.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's in a giant factory. They
Right.
don't pay the workers well, I'm sure. They don't have good quality control. So they're just like, well, whatever. They ended it all because they worked at a place with no good items aside from the spicy nuggets. Look, I actually like Wendy's Delatic, but I see what you're saying. Working in fast food in general. Oh God. A mouse. Ugh. Oh, ew. Ah, a severed finger found in frozen custard. This is no. Wait, does this say? Is this also Wendy's? Wendy's, get your shit together. Who cut their finger? So Dilotic was telling me about, and I was really invested in this story. There was a woman, because he works in a factory, and there was a woman that cut off her finger on a machinery, like in a machinery accident. Apparently she's already back at work.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
Yeah, no, that's horrible. But how do you do that in a Wendy's? You get your finger cut off, and you're not
that is
like
weird, and you're just like, oh, like
you still serve it. Like, how does that even happen?
no one checked, you know, like you didn't grab your finger and proceed to go to the hospital, like get it put back on if you could.
Wait, what? Okay, so this is in North Carolina, in Wilmington, North Carolina. Clarence Stowers was enjoying a nice chocolate custard. He found something hard and at first assumed it was a nut. After digging around, he realized it was actually a severed finger. Oh my God. That means he'd been already eating it.
What is with y'all and your fingers? Like losing your fingers.
Dude, I want to keep all of my fingers. I would like to keep them. They help me grab things. Stowers quickly contacted
thumbs.
We kind of need the thumbs. Just imagine just what. You know what? You'd look like a fucking raccoon if you ever lost your thumbs, because you'd have to eat everything like a raccoon. You'd have to be like this. You'd be grabbing stuff like this. No. So it says he contacted the store to learn that an employee had tragically lost part of his finger in the mixing equipment. After this, another employee mistakenly scooped the digit into a pint of chocolate custard, eventually ending up with Stowers. He reportedly did not return the severed finger to its owner, as it could not be reattached, and instead opted to keep it for his legal case. I mean, yeah, if you accidentally eat a finger, you're entitled to compensation.
You are. I mean, I would say so. Like, that's what I'm saying. I would start suing for like PTSD and sanitary and.
Oh, that's so gross. Maggots and larvae in a mandarin orange. That's not that weird.
That's
that
not
means
weird. That's not weird.
Worm ended up in there. That's
100%.
fruit. Of course that happens. That's stupid. Oh, this is nice. Number 1. This counts as number 1 for me. A condom found in clam chowder.
No, like a used one?
I don't know.
Like, was it unwrapped?
Nothing like a tasty, creamy clam chowder, right? Oh, you said it, with extra cream. In 2003, at a McCormick and Schmick's restaurant in Irvine, California, Lila Sultan had a major problem with her soup. First, her soup was served cold. Yeah, because someone
God forbid.
Stick their dick in it. She asked for it to be reheated. The soup was taken back, and a fresh bowl was returned to her. As she ate it, she discovered a condom in the chowder. Oh, that's so gross. Wow, they settled outside of court for an undisclosed amount. I want to know how much she got for eating a condom. That's so disgusting. Do you think that they did that on purpose because she sent her food back?
Well, that's what I was thinking. You know,
Yeah.
What are the odds that someone was like, frick this girl, and like shoved it in there?
I guarantee you, because you don't mess with... I've never messed with anybody's food.
Oh, no.
And
well, have I ever... Okay, I have messed with people's food, but it's not what you think. It's
okay.
People who... When I used to work at Domino's Pizza, and like, Domino's Pizza, please don't come after me for this. I used to take the sodas, and if I saw it was like a far distance, and you only paid me like $2 on the credit card, because here's the thing, where I worked and delivered at Domino's, that tip was your tip. It's not like people are handing you extra money or doing this. Like, we had a bunch of deliveries, really small amount of tips. So,
who tips just $2 on a delivery?
Oh, no. Like, that was just the areas out. But we had constant deliveries. So it kind of evened out.
Because you were getting so many tips, it added up.
Right. So it was okay. But I used to take the sodas, and I used to, like, profusely shake them in the car. So when they opened them, they would explode. And I'll be like, well... If you tipped me more than $2 for driving like a half fucking hour the entire time,
right?
Then it's don't tip your delivery driver shitty.
Don't tip anyone
spending
shitty.
Gas money. I'm delivering your lazy ass food. And here's the thing too. I understand that like my boss should have been paying me properly, but
it's not really how it works. I don't know.
I used to shake people's sodas. Or there was this one girl I specifically knew. And she tipped me a singular $1. I guess she didn't know I was driving, but I was like, damn.
Seriously, $1? That's almost delivery like when you're a server. Oh, fuck
Delivery took me a half an hour. So you're telling me now and I got paid $4 an hour.
That's it? $4 an hour?
$4 an hour.
They didn't even pay you minimum wage?
No, because I was driving, so we
Holy
made
shit.
tips. So that's what I'm saying. So now it's like I've spent a half an hour. So I've made $5 for a half an hour of my time, and now I have to use the next half an hour to somehow even hit minimum wage. So that's the thing, right?
No,
So-
you would make $3 if she tipped you a singular dollar and you got $4 an hour and it took a half an hour.
No, but I'm saying,
each way, half an hour each way.
No.
Oh.
The whole delivery took me half an hour. So I had a half an hour left in that hour, right? So anyway, so I took her pizza, and in the car I just flipped it upside down.
Nice.
I took the whole
Nice.
order and I just flipped it upside down. I was like,
You're like,
fuck
here you go,
Gabby.
bitch.
Fucking Gabby. Like,
That's almost like if when you're a server and they put like a penny or they just leave change as your tip. I've never had that happen to me, but people have talked about that, and that's like the hugest slap in the face. My okay, so I was gonna say I've never fucked with anyone's food, but I did used to do this if people were super rude. So like when you walk up to the table and you're like, "Hi, good morning, how are you?" Blah blah, and if they interrupt me, because I've had people I worked at a breakfast place, and they would interrupt me in the middle of me saying good morning and just say coffee, and whenever
Right, like,
those
don't be a
people,
dick.
oh, I gave them decaf. I'm like, and then I would refill them with decaf all day. I'm like, good job waking up, you
Yeah,
idiot.
yeah.
Go screw yourself. You're gonna be an asshole to me. Like immediately, it hasn't even started, and you know people that are like that aren't gonna tip well. And surprise, they never did. So basically, I would give them decaf coffee. That was the only thing I ever did. Now, I did have a manager, and this is my manager, mind you, that spit in someone's latte once.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I never send food back. Like, you can get my order completely wrong, and I'll just be like, perfect. Thank you so much.
I've
Thank you.
only sent something back one time because Doug Bell isn't. We got Doug, good old Buggy Dell in the chat. One time because my chicken was like severely undercooked. I couldn't
Right,
eat it or
you
I
couldn't
would
be
have gotten
sick,
sick.
right.
It was like pink, and I was like, fuck, I'm
Right.
sorry. I gotta give this back to you because I can't eat
Here's the
this.
things,
But
too.
that's one time. That was the only time.
If you're like super cool with your waiter and waitress, because I also used to work at a bar, so my thing was like, well, if there was a problem, and now I wasn't doing like waiters and waitresses, I was actually doing more, not management, because I was a hostess.
Oh,
But
okay,
as a
yeah.
hostess, I also had to do like either bring food out, or I would have to help doing busing, or I would
They
just be
usually
like,
do
my
that.
manager would be like, Jenna, how's the status on this, and this, and I have to go run around and check and shit. So it was a really, high end bar, and it was really cool, and it was the same sort of thing. Like, if someone's really nice to me, they're like, oh, like, whenever you get the chance, whatever, like, I'm on top of it. But, like, you're going to be a
Yes.
dick. Like, I'm going to walk 3 laps around that bar before ever giving you what you need.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just it.
I've
Sorry.
ignored women because they snap their fingers at me. And I'm like,
Oh
well,
my
now you're
God.
getting nothing.
Yep.
So go screw yourself. There is absolutely zero way I'm coming over to you to give you anything
I hate
that you
the
want.
snap.
Oh, it's
The
so rude.
snap.
Because they're looking at you
Ugh.
like you're less than a human. And I'm like, there's absolutely no way I'm giving you anything.
Here's the thing, too. They're like, well, I was trying to get your attention. I'm like, you could have literally just put your hand up and done a little wave.
Or said, excuse me.
Or if they're walking by, like, something else.
Thanks for
Oh,
bringing
thank you so much.
Thanks for bringing
Nick's
me
listening
water.
to my, like, disgusting voice. And he's probably like, these girls need
Grab me one of the
water.
sparklies. Just the cans is good. This is what I married to. That's who I decided. I was like, this
Aw.
guy's the good one. No, he
Yeah,
is.
he's listening to me going like, and he's like, damn, this bitch needs to be hydrated.
So yeah, don't ever mess with the people who serve your food. Oh, that was the other thing. My dad told me this story about this guy because my dad waited tables for years when I was like really little before he got good at growing weed. And there was this guy that came in all the time and he would constantly not tip or tip really badly.
Right.
And it got to the point where he came in so much that my dad used to rub his shrimp on his balls. He would rub his sweaty balls on his shrimp.
We had the non-tippers at Domino's too. Same thing too. Like if I knew notoriously you were going to be a jerk or
And
not
not
tip
have-
me,
Yeah.
like I don't know, I never mess with anyone's food. Like if there was nothing on the credit card. So like, you know how people do tip after? Like I've never once messed with a singular person's food if I see that they have to tip after. But if you write, especially during COVID, if you write $1 tip and then just leave it at front door, don't ring bell, this, that. So
You
I'm
know
like,
they're not giving you anything
right,
else.
I'm not getting anything extra.
No.
So it's like shaking up your sodas, putting your pizzas on upside down.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely ridiculous. Screw those people. Ugh. Yeah, I feel like food service is one of those things that more people should do just so they know how much it sucks. And now I love how I was constantly seeing all these comments about people being like, well, if you don't like working in food service, why don't you get a better job? and then people did, and then there
Go
was
fuck
this.
yourself.
Yep, go fuck yourself. And then people went out and got better jobs because they're like, well, this fucking job blows.
And now everyone's like, where are my waiters?
100%.
Where's my waiters?
A lot of servers are understaffed. I mean,
Yeah.
sorry, a lot of restaurants are understaffed. They're always looking for servers. They can't find them. Like, it's becoming kind of a problem. And people complain, and they're like, well, they keep saying that they're understaffed. Well, like, yeah, because nobody wants to work that job because it blows.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Or just, again, like, pay your employees accordingly.
Yeah.
You know? When I worked as a hostess, I got paid accordingly.
But also at the
I
same
really did,
time,
so it was fine.
as a server, and I will say this, and people have made that argument as well, and I think it's kind of a bad argument because you can't pay a server enough for them to want to do it.
Oh, for the shit? I don't know. See, I've never actually been a server, so I cannot really
I used
put
to
an
make
input on
about
that.
$50 an hour serving.
Holy
And if
crap.
I was making less than that, I wouldn't do it. Absolutely
Wow.
not. No fucking way. If they were like, "Hey, we'll pay you $25 an hour to wait tables," I'd be like, "Nah." And you would get shittier service, and that's what would happen. Even if you started paying servers minimum wage. It's like that in other countries, and I've heard a lot of people talk about that, how in countries like England and parts of Europe, people will go to high-end restaurants and they get tipped there, so your service is good. But if you go to a regular restaurant, I've heard about people who travel and go to these other countries, and they're like, yeah, service isn't as good. Because sure, they get paid a living wage, but it's not that good of a living wage. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, I've never been a server or a waitress or anything, so
Yeah.
I don't actually have experience. I've just helped out and assisted, so it's not really the same thing.
oh yeah,
Look at this chat over here.
I know. Yes, no titties or blue cheese. I don't even know what that means.
What is blue cheese?
As a former server, I love my job for $50 an hour. Yeah, exploited. That's exactly $50 an hour. But if I'm making less than that, there's zero chance hey, what's up? Hello, good night, mister.
Oh, you guys are commenting on my blinks. I have physical Tourette syndrome, and that's one of my tics. So if you can, like, not come after me because I'm insecure about it, that would be nice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, guys. Let's
I mean, honestly, feel free to roast me, but I'm just saying that is a physical tic that I do. You're not going to see me do anything else because my tics are now, oh my God, now they're so minor. But, like, when I was younger, it was a big issue.
What kind of tics did you have when you were younger?
I would hit myself. I'd have full
Wow.
body seizures. I would make noises. I would make faces.
Interesting.
I just was always going like this and, like, couldn't sit still, you know?
How long before they figured out it was physical Tourette's? Was it a little
Oh,
while?
that was
or?
instant. I
Okay.
was, I think I was probably 8 years old. I was around 8 years old, and I was sitting at my house in Pennsylvania, and my dad was next to me, and I kept fidgeting, and everyone was, like, looking at me. My dad looks at me, and he goes, sit still. And I couldn't. I kept going like this. Like,
Right.
I was, like, fidgeting like
You're
that.
like, I can't sit still
And he
physically.
looked at me, and when he was younger, used to have, like, little tics and stuff like that. So then he knew, and he was like, we got to take your kid to a neurologist. And it just got so much worse. Like, worse and worse and worse as the years went on. And then eventually, a couple years ago, it just, like, stopped. I hit a plateau. I know exactly what triggers it. I think my brain has finally reharmonized in a way because I don't really have a lot of the stuff that I used to.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, no, but I used to have, like, these, like, body seizures and fun stuff. So I blink a lot. That's
That's the only thing that's left over.
You'll see me too. Like, I'll, like, rub my toes together and stuff. But usually I do that, like, at night. So
Yeah.
welcome to my life.
Welcome to just know what there's a real reason for it.
Yeah.
All right.
Not just what I look like Jim Norton. What is this? What do they keep saying? What does that mean?
Jim Norton is
I know he's the comedian.
He's the comedian. He blinks a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
He probably has physical Tourette syndrome.
He's
It's
very
probably
blinky.
It's probably a motor tic.
It possibly is, and he just never actually got diagnosed, so he has no idea. I should
It's
tell him
very
that and be like,
common.
hey.
It's very common. That's a very, very common minor tic is just eye blinking.
Is blinking a lot.
Yeah.
Wow, and you would never know. You're just like, why is that person? And Jim's like,
Oh my
Jim makes
God.
fun of it all the time.
I had to speak to someone about, when I was teaching music, I had a student that would blink a lot, and I never brought it up. Because the issue is once you put attention on it, it gets progressively worse.
It amplifies
manifests.
it. Right. Well, because then they're aware of it.
And her mother
And aware that
used
other
to
people are
go,
aware of it.
stop blinking, stop doing that, stop doing it. And then she would get me to start blinking, and, like, they didn't know what it was because, again, that's a really common anxiety-driven tic. So it's an anxiety-driven motor tic. So we had to have like a conversation because I spoke. This person also did like vocals and stuff like that, and we had to speak with like everyone going like, "Hey, don't point that out. Don't even tell her that she has a motor tic because she'll think about it, and it gets so much worse."
Oh yeah, when Jen Norton. When I was a kid, I mean, I've always had really bad anxiety, and I guess it manifested in different ways throughout my life to full-blown panic attacks, which I still get sometimes, not as often. But when I was a kid, I used to bite my lip, but I would bite down here. So I would obsessively bite like that.
I go like this. I make that face.
Oh, I do this. I do this too. That's my tick, is I scrunch my nose.
I'll like force my face together like really hard.
Like scrunch it.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like,
No, there's a bunch of and again, I had no friends because I was that kid in class making weird faces.
They're like, what's up with that weird girl? Why does she keep twitching?
Oh my god, it was.
It sucks because when other people don't understand,
They don't, and we're kids, so how can you blame them?
You don't know.
I used to blame them when I was that age, but now I don't blame them. Now I blame the failure of just like making it a normal situation.
And also just parents for not teaching their kids to be teaching their kids to be non-compassionate assholes. You're like, come on, dude.
They didn't know, but at the same time, it's like, why would I just randomly do that?
Yeah.
That's like the common sense is like, why would I sit there and make weird faces just for fun?
Like, I'm not biting my lip because I like it. It made where there's pictures somewhere of me where I had these sores down here because I bit it so much. It hurt so bad, but I couldn't stop doing it. And my dad noticed, and I forget what exactly made it stop even, but it was I would have these two lines that were like here and here of these like angry red raw sores that used to just burn, but I couldn't stop biting my lip. It was probably because it was after my mom had died, and then it was also after my dad had moved away. So I think it was just two like really big sort of things. Right. Like my mom died, and then I was 6, and then 2 years later when I was about 8, maybe even a little, maybe it was less time than that, my dad moved to LA, and I lived with my aunt for a couple of years, and I lived in her living room. And I think that it was just like these two really big changes that like kind of upended my life. So I had these like sort of weird, that's probably where my anxiety started. I'm like, honestly, why am I so anxious?
Does stem from like children and childhood.
It's also hereditary for sure. Like my cousin has it really bad. We talk about it a lot because we're the two that have it the worst in the family. But my Uncle Adam has it really badly too, where sometimes he can't get out of bed because his anxiety is so bad. But you don't have to teach kids to be non-compassionate. You know what? You're absolutely right about that, P. Morton. Kids are such little assholes. They'll just say anything. JH, have a great night. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We love you.
Didlotic, literally every tick both of you have described so far, I had at one point in my life. I think I missed a diagnosis at some point. Yeah.
Here's the thing, too. They can also come and go. You know, as someone who used to have full body seizures and used to hit myself, I can 100% just tell you that, like, that doesn't happen anymore, right?
Yeah.
So it's just stuff comes and goes. So it's your Tourette syndrome is a very broad spectrum thing, right? So it's like me even just blinking really hard or stuff like that puts me under physical Tourette syndrome, but it's just a minor motor tic. Most of the time, it's just anxiety.
It's not like what it used to be. Yeah. Right, do you find that your tics get worse when you are under a lot of stress or having worse anxiety?
Yeah, 100%.
Of course. Yeah. Kids can be very rude. They don't even know it. Miles, I saw that. Thank you so much. You're the freaking best. The best. Tramadol. My grandma used to give me Tramadol when I was a kid. I don't even know what for or what it did, but she would crush it up.
Oh my God.
And mix it with honey and a spoon and give me Tramadol. And I still don't know why. It's so weird that you brought that up. I haven't thought about that in so long. I have Ativan for severe anxiety. If I need it, I take it very rarely. I haven't taken it in years, but just having the prescription makes me feel better. Yeah. If I'm ever in that situation.
Right. Yeah. Do you know what?
Do
you know what Grandma used to do? She used to give me tea, and she would stick, because she used to use the Myers rum for making the apple pies. Yes. She would give me like rum-filled drinks, and like,
how old were you?
I don't know. This was like Sunday dinner, and I
That's
would
like
sit
such
there.
an old
I
school
would
thing
sit there
to
and I
do.
would fidget, and we would always have, I don't know if Nick was around for this, but we would always have like coffee and desserts, obviously, after food. And Nick was around for this. What am I saying? But yeah, she used to give me like spiked teas and stuff to
Oh, that
chill
is
me out.
hilarious. She's
Myers
like, you need to
rum.
calm down. Here's some booze,
Yeah,
kid.
some Myers rum. And it worked. I would sit there and I would drink my rum as like a teenager tween I was, because that's all she had.
I mean,
you know?
that is a very old school, like where they would rub rum on a baby's gums when they're teething to
Oh my
like help
God.
numb it. You know what I mean? It's a severe downer, turns you into a zombie. Great. So my grandma was drugging me as a kid. This woman is so insane. She doesn't understand why I don't talk to her now. She also used to put me on a leash.
Oh, you were a leash kid?
I was only with my
No.
grandma. No one else did it. Just my grandma.
But like, I'm just, leash kids I feel like are so embarrassing.
It's
Can you just
horrible.
imagine like walking your child
Right?
on a leash? Like, that's mine. This is mine, everyone.
She had my sister and I, the two of us. It was like she was walking a pack of dogs. Oh my God. We just got smacked and told to act right or else. My dad used to, he never hit me. This is what he used to do to me when we were like out of line, and it didn't really hurt. It just stung a little bit, and it was more like it felt super shameful. But he would take the back of his hand and just smack us right on the back of the head like this, just like a quick like smack, and like it didn't hurt. It wasn't like he's like beating me or anything, but it was enough where you just felt like this intense shame.
Right.
And so I'd be like, okay, you must have been feral. Get a dopamine test. How do you even go about doing that?
Yeah, what the hell is that?
Did you get treats for doing tricks? Probably. My grandma's insane. She's like a horrible woman. I have gotten, good night, mister, I've gotten all my vitamins checked recently. Everything was fine.
Leon, you're so nice. Thank you so much.
Where?
Don't pick on yourself, your minor flaws. You're so good looking. You
Oh
got
my
men
God.
chilling over
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
Oh my God, the Reddit men for my only. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, you
here?
can talk about OnlyFans.
Oh my
here.
God.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, you
guys.
can.
So I sell feed pics on the internet. Is a new venture I started last week, right?
New
And
feet.
yeah, new feed. I take bomb photos. I literally put so much effort in putting high quality stuff. Not just your gross ass feed pic that these girls think that they
No.
can sell on the internet. Like, no.
Is that what people are doing on Reddit? Like gross feet pictures?
Yeah. I'm like,
Oh.
I put in like hours into making everything look great and editing and doing just really nice stuff to make my feet look good, right? And these men just send me the craziest shit like all the time.
What kind of stuff have you been sent so far?
Literally, when I was sitting here before, there was a guy, when you were talking to your friend and I was sitting here with Nick, there was a guy who sends me a selfie like this, up. He's completely naked with his wiener out.
Yep, there you go.
Outside. So God knows where he was standing outside.
He's just
And he's like, I
outside?
love your sexy feet. Like, can we, or would you play or some shit? And I was just like, and that's not even bad. I had to report someone because someone sent me an entire message about, I don't know if it was one of those fantasy things. I hope it was. But about like some dad like molesting his little daughter and shit. And I literally wrote to the Discord people. I was like, guys, I said, I posted a picture of my feet and someone's sending me content about like molesting their daughter. I
That's
said,
super
please
gross.
help. Like, I'm triggered right now. I'm uncomfortable like crazy. And I had someone I was telling Nick too. I had someone before say, well, I'm sure that you get a lot of gross messages. He said, I just want to let you know, like, you're so beautiful. You're so pretty. I love that you put your face in your pictures and you're genuine. And I was like, thank you so much. He goes, I know you probably get so many gross messages. And he goes, especially because you have an OnlyFans and that, like,
Yeah.
brings people in. And I literally told him, I said, every single person on my foot page is a gem. Every single person. Because they're paying a service.
I was going to say, the people that like you enough to pay for the service that you're providing
So nice.
are always
I love them.
fantastic.
I love every one of them.
Yes.
Reddit, on the other hand, y'all are animals.
Yeah.
Animals
it's,
on Reddit.
That kind of stuff is gnarly. And it's always the...
Rancid hooves off camera.
Johnny, she has really cute
No,
feet.
like I put
she
in,
does.
I put in like the work, and it's like all like it's a full picture of like me usually and stuff. So it's like even if you don't like feet, like you're still staring at like the rest of me.
Right. Yeah. So there's other stuff. God. But yeah, it's one of those things where always the worst of it you get outside of your paid sites because, and that's 100%. Like I'm so attached to my OnlyFans people. I love them so much.
Yes.
I've been having conversations with the same people for a year and a half. that we like, I know who they are. I know about their life. Like, I know, and it's crazy because a lot of it is just people want someone to talk to, and they're just, they're so sweet and like so supportive and so hyped for anything I do. It's my absolute favorite. And then outside of that is where you start getting like weird DMs. People tweet the weirdest stuff at you. It's
like, what are you
bizarre.
on? What the hell are you on?
I don't know.
Let's see if I can pull up some of these crack-ass
I think
messages.
it's people that just don't know how to act in public. I think that's what it is. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's asking for a friend? What's your Feet Finder profile link? What's Feet Finder?
I don't have
Is that a
Feet
site?
Finder.
Is that the one that you had applied for originally?
No. The one I actually applied for was called InstaFeet, and that takes weeks to go through the application and make sure you're like a legitimate person.
Why do they take so long?
I don't know. And I'm like, guys, I'm probably better than all the models that you have.
Well, and besides that, like, make sure you're real. You upload a picture of yourself with your ID.
And like, exactly.
Add a couple social links. Like, what more do they need? Why does it take that long?
I don't know.
You have to verify yourself on OnlyFans.
Exactly. And that took, I think I verified myself and it took like a singular day.
Yeah. No, there's no reason for it to take that long.
Oh, it was like so stupid. So I don't have Feet Finder. I do have OnlyFans for $10 a month. And I post multiple photos and videos every single day and do private content if you ask me for private content. Pretty much all of my stuff, I do some like not safe for work stuff, but I'm always still clothed. Like, it's just maybe like my butt will be in it and stuff, but I have clothes on and whatever else. I don't know. So I'll send some stuff out if I know it's like Xia has vetted these people, because I know a lot of people are coming to my page from her page. So like, if you are trusted and you are a good person, like maybe I'll do some extra stuff, but it's Juna J. J-U... Oh my god. I almost tipped over the glass. J-U-N-A-J-A-Y. J-U-N-A-J-A-Y. There might be two Y's at the end, but if you're into feet, come hit me up.
Feet people. Let's go. There's so many feet people. Like, that's gotta be...
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's so normal now.
But Goodnight Mister was talking about, funnily enough, there is also armpit people that I didn't know that's a kink too.
I got my first armpit request.
Did you get an armpit request?
I almost called you and went,
oh
Xia,
my god.
happened.
It's so weird. I didn't know that.
I'll do wet t-shirts, yes. Okay, so he sends me a message and he, I guess, wanted to be a dominant, and I'm sitting there, I'm just trying to do business on Reddit. I'm actually not trying to talk to you people on the Reddit. The OnlyFans people, I will sit there and speak to you. Reddit? Get your tic-tac dick off my phone screen. I don't want to see that shit.
It's gross. I hate when people do that. You're like, dude, come on.
Or they send me shit in like cock cages and whatever the fuck. I'm like, look.
Yeah.
I don't need to see that. Also, I didn't mean to offend anyone who said tic-tac dick. I was just heated. I love all penises. I really do. Just don't send me unsolicited shit.
Yeah.
Don't send me unsolicited shit. Like every other girl. If you're doing that, you're probably single.
It's the same thing of like on OnlyFans, I will look at dicks if I'm rating them.
Yeah, exactly.
I will do dick ratings and I offer dick ratings, but like, otherwise, no.
And I'll give you a true thing. I'll be like, okay, I like this about your wiener. I don't like this about your wiener. I've done a dick rating, so I'm, versed in it. But anyway, so this person was like, oh, hey, like, fucking good girl, baby, whatever the hell. He was like, when's the last time you've gotten yourself off? And when was the last time that you've slept with a man? And when was the And I was just like, whoa there.
You're like, dude, I'm here for feet.
I said, I am promoting my OnlyFans page. Thank you so much. And he was like, oh, I buy custom content. Like, keep answering my questions. So I went, oh, okay, if you're buying custom content. I said, you like feet? And he goes, I like feet and armpits. He said, I will ask for custom feet and armpit videos. And I went, word. So then he's like, I'm this person, I'm this age, and I want you to do this for me and this for that. And I literally just sent him a thing. I said, look, I would rather lose the money and not talk to you than to like pretend like I'm into this weird foreplay nonsense.
Well, so here's the other thing too that you have to watch out for, and this is something that I talk about with a lot of other women who do similar work.
Crazy.
Those people probably are not going to give you money or order customs. They're time wasting and they're trying to see how much they can get for free.
That's exactly what
That's
I was
what
like.
it is.
I was like, look,
anyone who's serious about paying will pay you.
I said, have a great day. I said, I'm not gonna sit here and foreplay like you're my dominant.
No.
So I can make you a video of my armpits and feet. Like,
Yeah,
I would rather, like, a quality person, like, I would do that for them, you know?
Well, and that's the thing. People will, like I said, they will subscribe to your account and then they will pay you if that's what they're going to do. Reese, thank you so much for the super chat. Hell yes.
Aww.
Oh my God. Reese, this is my first YouTube live. So first of all, thank you so much for coming and being the first super chat. Oh my God. That's amazing. Here's some money because I finally caught you live on here, Xia. Your sis is hot as hell too.
Thank you so
know.
much.
That's why we have her here.
Thank you so much.
But yeah, no, that's awesome, Reese. Thank you so much. Hey, our first super chat.
Aw.
Hell yes. Exploited, they block me. I wonder why. I don't know. How could that be possible? But yeah, so it's one of those things where you get a lot of that, and girls who I talk to talk about that a lot, how there's time wasters. I've had it happen to me where they'll continue messing. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna sign up, and then they never do, and I'm like, this is not
Right. I'm just,
you know, like you can or you can't, and I don't care. But yeah, so you know,
I don't know. I'm just like looking through these messages right now, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I feel like I
Here's
wouldn't
the thing,
even
too.
answer messages
It's
on Reddit.
always the intro messages that get me. Like the intro messages, like send me. It's so funny.
There people say the weirdest stuff. I think it's because they have this, what's the word I'm looking for? Bravery, maybe, for being behind a screen and no one knows who they are. No one would say this to a person face to face. At least not someone that they just met. Not someone that they know.
I don't know. Is there a my phone like totally does not work right now, so nothing is going on. But I was gonna pull up some like really funny ass shit people send me, but it's just not working. So just take
save that for next week.
I was gonna say, I was like, just take my word for it. Like y'all are on a different drug on Reddit.
Yeah, Reddit's gnarly to begin with. Like Reddit's kind of a crazy. Yeah, it's a lot.
Even the foot stuff, when I was like going through the foot pages, it's all like girls like literally like putting legitimate foot porn on there.
Like,
and I'm like,
foot jobs and stuff.
Oh my God. And like their vaginas are just all hanging out on the internet. And I'm like, guys, y'all just doing this for free? Like the world has seen your coochie. Like
the world has seen your coochie
free.
just for funsies?
Just for free?
Just for funsies
Oh
time?
my God.
There's a girl that I follow on OnlyFans. I follow girls on OnlyFans. I've actually bought some content too. But they also, skirt teasing, Leon. I get a lot of requests for that. There's a ton of requests for skirt teasing.
Is that what you were saying when you're like sitting down and they can see your underwear and stuff like that?
I do a ton of that. Reddit is 4chan Junior. Yes, it is. Absolutely. It's super gnarly and there's some real weirdos on it, but
it's crazy.
What the hell is
I've learned so many kinks by being on Reddit.
Yeah, there's
so
a lot.
I've been on Reddit for, I kid you not, like a couple of days. Like I've been actively on Reddit for 4 days now. And I didn't know people were into such like crazy shit. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like it's baffles me. Armpits. How is armpits a thing? People are like, oh, I'm into like fingers and I'm into like seeing your calves and stuff. And I was like, what in the world? Yeah. But I got banned from Reddit actually a couple of times since being on there.
There we go. Reese, what did you get banned for on your Reddit page? God, I'm like stuck. Reese, what did you get banned for?
I
Okay,
think
there we go.
might be a delay too. I think there's a slight delay.
There's definitely a little bit of a delay.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely everything is a kink. Blinking fetish.
Everything is a kink.
Johnny's like, I didn't know I had a blinking fetish until today. And then all of a sudden.
Well, I can just, put me in anxiety-driven situations and I'll blink all day for
all
you,
the
baby.
time. He's
All
like
day,
causing.
baby.
Eventually, Jenna has a mental breakdown. She's like, I just was dating this
can't
guy and
do
he
this
really liked
anymore.
blinking. And like, Xia and Jenna, are you like strippers or just exploring the wild side of internet? I mean, no, I'm not a stripper, but I do have an OnlyFans where I do quite a bit. It's rude comments. I've only had it for a month. Rude comments. Reese, I gotta know what the rude comment was.
That's funny.
But no, I'm not like a stripper at a club or anything.
I'm
glad you did
used
too,
to take
Johnny.
pole dancing
Welcome.
classes.
That's right. You were doing that for a while. You know
Yeah.
what? I've been talking about doing that forever. I
Oh,
was
so
supposed to
fun.
do it with Mary
So
Beth, a friend of mine, or for anyone who knows Brian Johnson from Comic Book Men, his wife. Sorry, Brian. we talked about that. I love Mary Beth. She's the sweetest. And we've been talking about it for a year and we still haven't done it. We really need to get it together to do some pole dancing. You should come with us. It'd be really fun. I've heard it's a great workout.
Oh my God. Okay. So everyone's like, oh, your core strength must be incredible. Bitch, have you ever heard of bicep and arms and back? Fuck your core. You're not doing shit with, I'm dead serious.
It's all
I'm
upper
dead
body,
serious.
right?
Everything is upper body.
You know what? I need to work
Everything.
on my upper body. My legs are beasts on their own. I've always had thick thighs and whenever I gain weight, it goes to my lower half of my body.
That's
I
the same
have
with me.
thick thighs, a big butt for a small person. And I'm super petite though. I was talking to my dad and I'm like, I'm 114 pounds. And he's like, Jesus Christ, you're small. I'm so small, but any weight that I hold is all down in here. So
Yeah.
I need to work on my upper body.
Even this, like, I hate legs.
look at this.
Hate legs. Hate
all-
working them out. I got like all
thigh.
that nice cellulite and whatever, but I
Guys
don't really
love
care.
that.
Is
Guys
that a thing?
absolutely love
Guys
that.
actually like cellulite?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you guys like
not all
cellulite?
guys, but tons of guys. It's a very Oh my God, yeah. I called
Really?
a couple.
You're telling me I can post my thighs on the internet?
You can.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
You absolutely can. Miles, let's be honest, Xia would be a great stripper.
100%
Miles,
she would be.
thank you so
Oh my
much. That's
God.
actually really sweet.
100%. I can see Xia just like walking down the runway and like looking at guys and just being that assertive, powerful woman, like, get out of my face. And then everyone throwing money at her, like, oh, this bitch is so
Oh my
hot.
God, thank you. That would be so fun.
And I would be like the fun goofy man, like, hey, how are you? What's going on? Zia's like the girl boss, and I'm just like holding the drinks.
Hey, I've heard that the girls that work at strip clubs, the servers and stuff, make really good money too, and they're always super hot.
Do you know how I came up with Juna J as my OnlyFans name?
How did you?
I googled stripper names that started with a J, and I just went through like a bunch of lists, and I
like
felt
Juna
like
J.
Juna J was so easy to remember. 'Cause
Yeah.
Jenna.
No, it's
Right?
it's
So I was
really
like, oh, Jenna,
rolls
Juna.
off the tongue.
I was born in June,
Hey,
so like that's why I kind of was like, oh, Juna
J. If I was a
Jenna,
guy,
yeah.
my name would have been Jay. I'm just kidding.
my
Juna
name
J.
would have been Dante if I was a guy.
Wait, if you were a boy, your name was gonna be Dante.
Dante. I fuck with that.
That's
No,
a really.
Nick's like, that's terrible. I'm
I
like,
don't
I like it.
I was gonna say I don't like it either, but it's better than what they were gonna name me. If I was a boy, they were gonna name me Taz.
What?
My parents were gonna name me Taz. I'm like, wait, what?
Like the Tasmanian
Yeah.
devil. They said, there she is.
Where did that even come from?
Damn.
You're 114 pounds of cookie puss. I still really want to try the cookie puss.
What is Cookie Puss?
the?
Nick's cracking up. Zia's looking at me like, oh, it's this stuff. Like,
Cookie Puss is from Carvel. It's one of the Carvel ice cream cakes. I want to try it so bad.
is it shaped like a vagina? Who calls it Cookie Puss? Is this something you bring for like a bachelorette party?
Wait,
or some
hold on. Let
shit?
me show you what it looks like too. It's actually creepy.
Child's birthday cake.
It's a child's birthday cake. Hold on. Let's see.
It's just funny when you say what's Cookie Puss.
Like, I'm thinking Cookie Puss just sounds like, you know, like you got like a nice coochie or something.
It's really terrifying too, by the way. Honestly.
That's a literal dick for a nose. The ice cream cone is a wiener. Is that
It's a
supposed to be
nose dick.
frog?
I think it's
If you
supposed
make
to be
it
like a
green-
man.
Oh my god, no, make that green and
Like
turn it into a
this.
frog. But like make the whole cake
The
green.
whole
I
cake
feel like that
green.
would just look like a frog.
So
I
that's
did
a
say
Cookie
I
Puss.
fucks with that.
He's a Carvel character, apparently. That's Mr. Cookie Puss. Anyway,
That's foul.
I
Who
want-
came up with that? I'm suing.
I want to try it so bad. And then Fudgy the Whale. That's the other
Oh,
one.
Fudgy the Wells.
Yeah. So I
Place
need
in my
to
heart
do.
for that.
I know. I have to do a Carvel stream where I just like on the snack stream. I have to try all the Carvel stuff. So anyway, that's what that is. Have you ever?
For full chip cosplay. I'd do that shit for free. Just to get a laugh out of it.
How much would you charge for full chip cosplay? Johnny, are you talking? What kind of chip are you talking about? Are you a
Can you imagine if he's talking
chip
about
guy?
like, if he's talking about like regular chip and I'm coming in like dressed as a cookie or like a potato chip and I'm like, hey guys,
He's like, this is not what I meant.
I
but
came
okay.
as I'm a salty little treat for you. It's a fucking potato chip.
Johnny, do you mean Chip Chipperson? I gotta know if that's what you're talking about because if so, I would like to. The Taz and Dante show doesn't have the same ring to it. No. It's really good that we weren't guys. Chipperson. Okay, that's what I thought you were
Is it the guy
talking
you
about,
work
John.
with?
Yes.
So
Chipperson.
you want me in like a hat, some glasses, and like little like strands of hair on the side.
What's that?
And I'll just talk really freaking annoying. That guy pisses me off when he does that voice. I have a thing with people like doing fake voices. It angers me.
Does it?
Pisses me off when people do fake voices. I'm like, shut the fuck up, bitch. I'm like, talk normal.
Oh my god, I can't even imagine you meeting Chip. Holy shit.
Oh, I would get. I'm sure he's a lovely guy, but like, I would get pissed. Like, you're gonna see me go silent because I don't want to like ruin your career. But like, if I ever got like a word with him, I'll just be like, yo, you fucking suck. No. Again, he's lovely. I hate imitation voices. That's a thing with me.
Okay.
It's like, you know when people like really hate a certain object?
Yeah, like there's
balloons?
something that drives them crazy.
Like, you know, like people just hate balloons for no reasons. Like, I just hate people that do fake voices. Not unless you're good at it. Like, if you actually like do like imitations of people and are good at it, I think that's really cool. Just like,
but
silly
just
little
random.
voices like this. I'm like, like,
That reminds me of one of these things. Like, there was some of these questions.
what's a peeve? Can you guys tell me what your peeves are?
Yeah.
Mine is when people brush their teeth and like get a glob of toothpaste in the sink and don't wash it up.
I do that sometimes. Drives Nick crazy.
Every day.
You
Not
do that?
every day. I'm getting better. I
what,
try
you
to
just
clean it up.
Spit in the sink when you're done, like hack a loogie. So you just hack a loogie and like don't wash it away when you're brushing.
I just don't notice. I don't know. I don't like notice that kind of stuff. Yeah, it drives Nick nuts. He gets so mad.
Oh my God.
I'm working on it, but
Not, you do it every day.
that's not true. I feel like I've been way better. I like actually rinse the sink out now.
Oh my god, like a human being.
Nuh. My pet peeve is fucking people who littering. I fucking can't stand it.
Screw you.
Oh
I
my
hate
god, I
littering
can't
too.
stand anyone who litters. I'm like, I just think that they're a piece of shit person. If
What
you
are you
take
doing?
trash and throw it outside or like throw it on the ground, I fucking want to punch you in the face. I'm like, you're a giant piece of shit. That happened to Nick and I when we went to go take pictures and like drive around in Brooklyn to see the Christmas lights, which is like some of my favorite. Like, I love Christmas lights.
Diker Heights, is that where you went?
I think that is, right, Nick? Yeah. We were up at Diker Heights, and there was this one family that like seemed nice. They asked us to take a picture of them, so we did. And then as they got in their car and drove away, they took their fast food cups and
I was
wrappers.
gonna say, and they open the car door and just put it right down.
They didn't even put it down. They threw it out the door. Exploited. You are not a litter bug. Come on. That's such a garbage thing to do. You're such a garbage person.
Hey, we're telling you as two females,
You're a trash person.
don't do that.
It's so horrible. Like what's
don't
wrong
do
with
that.
you as a person that you're just throwing trash on the ground?
I throw like banana peels and
That's different. You throw it in the
stuff
bushes.
like that.
That's
Right,
a different
right.
thing.
You know,
That's
some
compost.
people get pissed off about that.
No, that
because
doesn't.
it like attracts wildlife and shit. I'm like, no, feed the wild. I mean, as long as it's not toxic.
Yeah, no, that's different. But that.
What pisses blind people? The blind. Oh my god! I just read the last thing. I was like, blind people. You're
Like, what's
I'm
wrong
like,
with
shit.
blind people? It's not
That's
their
funny.
fault.
Yeah,
Shit.
blind violence does piss me off, especially coming from a giant college where people would just shoot into crowds.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It was crazy.
Good night,
Aw.
mister. Thank you so
Aw,
much
that
for
was
the super
sweet.
chat for our future home money.
That
Oh
was
my God.
sweet.
Good night, mister. You are freaking awesome. Thank you so much. Holy crap. Aw, Nick,
We
we've
love
had
you
2
guys.
super chats. We love you so much.
This is so nice.
I've seen litter. Why did I read that as litter? Litter 4 feet from a garbage can. And I was just like, the fuck? Why? Yeah, why?
So he's a low class. I'm just putting it out there. So he's just like low class, shitty people who don't. Actually, no, fucking rich people do it. But I'm saying like just shitty people that don't care.
Yeah. And
You just don't care.
you
Like
don't
you're
give a shit.
treating your where you live like a dump because you just don't give a shit. So you're treating the environment like a dump because
and like,
it's like
who wants to live like
your
that?
living situation. Well, I can understand it though, because if your living situation sucks, because let's say don't have a lot of money, you're renting in a bad area, whatever, and I mean, a lot of people they don't care because they're renting, so they
Right.
treat the rentals like garbage. So it's like, well, I mean,
Exploited, that's a horrible argument. The sidewalk is not the environment. You want to walk down the street where there's just trash everywhere? Like, who wants to do that? I don't want to live in a trash world where you walk down the street and there's just trash all over the place. It's garbage. People of lower stock. Yeah, this is, thank you, Johnny. Nice TED Talk. He's like, shut up. But
like,
yeah.
Move on. We'll move on.
But it's, you know.
Another pet peeve of mine is when people suck in their snot instead of blowing their nose.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. Yeah, that's super gross.
Or like,
ugh.
my brother does that, not Nick. He talks about topics he knows nothing about, as if he knows everything about
A lot
them.
of people do that.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's just something specifically that he does. And every time he opens his mouth, I'm like, you don't know anything about what you're speaking about right now.
That drives me crazy too. Ugh.
That was funny. It was a funny little Nick comment.
Spineless. Respect the Aina. There's signs like that all over Hawaii because Aina means land. And so, like, everywhere it's like, respect the Aina because, Jesus Christ, locals get pissed at you if you fucking litter there. But
100%.
yeah, it's in LA. But it'd be quite easy. You would make love in a pile of trash. Oh.
Oh, Leon over here is getting drunk.
Leon's all wasted.
What time is it near you?
That's a
be
good
drunk right now.
question. What? It's 5. I think it's.
Oh, 5. Well, it's 5
it's just a little
o'clock
past
Eastern
5.
time. This is like perfect time to get in giggity. Is that what people say? They say giggity now.
All right. So you should frame the murder as suicide. What are we talking about? Who are we murdering? Littering attracts animals. Animals run in front of cars. Then you have to buy a new front end. I got a free deer out of it unless the government asks. All right, sneaky solid snake. That just reminds me of that video game with Snake.
An alliteration.
Metal Gear Solid with Solid Snake just fucking going around. You can just see behind his butt grandpa.
Sneaky solid snake. Right? Is that an alliteration? Isn't that what that is?
Yeah, sneaky
yeah.
solid snake. It's actually hard to say. Say that 5 times fast. Exactly. Meanwhile, in San Francisco, exactly. Do you want to live like that? Oh, he's in Norway. Okay. 2315. Do you know what that is?
Isn't that's the thing from the show? Right? Or no?
No, 23.
Is it?
Yeah, military time. I was like, do you know what time that is?
Wait, can I whisper?
Yeah, tell me what you thought it was.
Wait, I gotta stop laughing first. What is it called? Do you know when they're screaming?
No, I don't think I've ever seen that. Jenna's freaking out. She's like, I'm sorry, what? Okay, 11:15. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Snake. Yes, good night, mister. Oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't want to say what I was thinking with that movie/show before because everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my god."
No, that's not that crazy. I feel like Los Angeles is worse.
But if you've never seen it, you're gonna be like, "You're stupid." Like I'm just like that was dumb on my end.
No, I don't know. Hey, exploited. Shut up. That's what I'm whispering.
I will tell you if you guys don't roast, they're gonna roast the shit out of me. I'll tell you. Okay. Do you know you can roast me? Monsters Incorporated when they're like, I thought it was like 2319 or some shit, right? That's what I thought it was when like the sock is on like the back of the monster when he comes out of the kids' room. I was like, oh yeah, I know what that is. I thought it was from like Monsters Incorporated when they start screaming about it.
Okay, I've not seen that movie before,
Yeah,
so I was like,
I
don't know.
Sock on his back, and I think it's 20. They're like, we got a 2319 here. Oh,
the whole time it's military time.
Yeah, I'm like Monsters Inc. fans. Yeah, duh.
Somebody in here had to have seen it and knows what you're talking about.
Oh, I know for a fact these people know what I'm talking about. All of them are like, oh god, okay.
Military, yeah. Nick Napoli, military time, yeah. Miles, Los Angeles is worse. We got out of Los Angeles at the right time. Are you living there? In LA now? Because we left 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, 2 years ago now. Yeah, I've never seen it either.
Poor George went through hell that day. Yeah, right, he did. Quick question.
Yes.
I totally cut you off about your pet peeves, and I want to hear about your pet peeves.
What? Oh, littering. I can't remember what the other one was now. I know I've got other pet peeves, but I can't remember. I don't know. Yeah. I completely. I don't have a lot of pet peeves really. It's only certain things. Like if you're a shitty tipper, littering, that's a big one.
Just being rude to the people around you
Yeah.
for no good
Just
reason.
being like a crappy person is basically one
Like-
of my biggest. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Like sitting in line, just being angry or something. The way your pudding head mind works is attractive. That's so funny.
Hey.
Uh,
Miles, I've only visited. Yeah, LA is. I lived there for 7 years. I thought San Francisco was worse, but I don't know. Maybe LA got. What'd you say?
Yeah, to me it was worse.
Yeah, Nick also said San Francisco was worse when he went because I lived in San Francisco for 6 months. Oh, you live in Dallas? Okay. I lived in San Francisco for 6 months, and then I lived in LA for 7 years. I thought that San Francisco was worse than LA. And LA is getting pretty gnarly. Like, even by the
Is
time
it?
we left, the homelessness is out of control. There is a lot of trash around, but not as bad as San Francisco. San Francisco is insane.
damn.
San Francisco, it's really bad. But yeah, pet peeves are a good one because I feel like everybody has pet peeves.
Exploited mouth breathing. Oh, get out of here with that. I hate mouth
breathing is
breathers.
good. That's a horrible one.
I used to teach this girl, and she was a mouth breather, and I kid you, and like, she was bad at it. She was bad. She was a kid though. I wasn't making fun of her or saying anything. Like,
Yeah.
it was just like, she was a kid and she was a mouth breather and whatever. And she also had clunky braces too, so I feel like that definitely played a role. And one time we're sitting there and I was teaching her, and she like a thing of drool just came down and like landed in her pants.
Oh.
And I felt so bad, so I quickly looked away because when I saw it hit her leg, she looked up really quick, and I was like head down, like pretending like I didn't see it because I didn't want to make her feel bad. So I was like pretending like I totally just missed that, and I was like, "Oh, this poor girl," and she was trying to like discreetly wipe her pants, and I was like, she mouth breathed to the point where she was like drooling.
That's horrible.
I know.
That sucks.
But again, I pretended like I didn't see it to make her feel good because like I could just pretend.
no, that's nice. That's a
Yeah.
nice thing to do. Yeah, so she
I
doesn't
didn't
feel
see it. I didn't
embarrassed.
see it. You know,
Yeah,
exactly. Like,
so
she
she
doesn't
gets
need
to go home that day and be like, okay, well at least nobody
She
saw
could
it,
breathe,
anything.
right? Because like that's
yeah.
something that if someone saw me do that, that's one of those weird things that would keep you up at night. Like 10 years down
Yes.
the line,
You're
you know
still
when
thinking
like,
about it.
7, 10 years, whatever, and you're laying in bed going, "Holy shit! Do you remember when I did that?" You know, like I don't know. I do that. So I just wanted to make her feel comfortable.
That's
Guys, I
nice
am a
of
soft.
you.
I'm a softie sometimes.
I know. I was gonna say that's so nice of you. That's very sweet. I thought of another pet peeve, and then I lost it again. Oh my god!
It's my
no,
fault.
it's not
my
your fault. It's not your fault. I'll like think of one, and then I'm like, oh my god, yeah, and then it just is gone from my brain that quickly.
We were talking about mouth breathers.
Oh, that's right. People who don't tell other people when they have like something on their face or something in their teeth,
Yes.
or their zipper down or whatever.
Yes.
You're an asshole if you just let someone walk around looking like that.
Oh, I said that once. Yeah, I agree. Because it's like, even just do a little, "Hey, come here.
Yeah.
Come here." Just be like, "I don't know you, but you got something in your teeth." And I'll
Right.
be like,
Thank you so much.
Thank you
You're
so-
the best person. Oh, the worst.
Wait, okay, quick question. If you guys were ever on a date, on like one of like the first or second date, and the person was rude to like waiters and waitresses, but you really liked them, would you go out with them again? Because I feel like I wouldn't, even if I really liked them.
I
Or
wouldn't.
I would have like a full blown conversation with them about like, look, if you're gonna be rude to like literally people just working,
Well, because
it
that's
shows so much else about your personality.
it shows so much about them, and it shows how they treat people who they view as lesser than them.
Yeah,
That's
and I
to
just-
me, that's a fucking huge red flag.
I
Absolutely
don't
not.
know.
Let's face it, if Jenna drooled all over, you would go crazy. There's another, what's the word I'm looking for? Fetish. There it is, a drool fetish, having just a hot girl drool on you.
Okay, I dead ass, but I was like, maybe this is a
Eyes
little
watering.
much. I was like gonna bring a bunch of random like dick shaped food here, so we can like eat popsicle sticks and crap. Because I remember the last time everyone was like having all these like things.
So it's just eat
'cause
popsicles and
Last
bananas?
week we were talking about like porn and shit, and I was just like, wouldn't it be funny if I just walked in and like had a bunch of like popsicle sticks and like bananas and like whatnot?
That'll
not
be
saying
next
thank
week.
you
We'll
when
deep
people hold
throat
the door.
bananas. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yes, I am gonna be a regular thing. This
Yeah.
is the.
Yes,
wait,
Violet, this is
this
gonna be every
called
Friday.
Jenna and Xia Live, or is this specific episode just Sexy Sisters?
No, the show is Sexy Sisters.
The show is Sexy Sisters.
Sexy
so I will be here
Sisters.
every week, my love.
Yeah, every Friday we're gonna do Sexy Sisters. This is going to be on YouTube every week. This is a new podcast. Spineless, we will be here I was gonna say all week. We'll be here every week.
I have a pet peeve about myself. that
What's
I
your
hate.
pet peeve?
My pet, and I am personally trying to work on this, but I get really riled up. Like, I get really excited. Like, right here and doing this makes me very excited. So I will interrupt people because I'm so excited.
That's
it's not because
common.
I don't want to hear what you want to say. It's because I'm like, oh my god, like I'm happy to be here. You know?
That's like not a completely
I hate it about
uncommon
myself.
thing. Like, that's a normal.
I know that's normal. I hate that about myself, and that's something that I know, and I am trying to correct. Like, hold your emotions.
The fact that you're aware of
Chill.
it. Yeah.
Just chill for a bit and let the person speak.
That's something that I've noticed on, and it's not just you. I do it too, 100%. I've done it. Also, on podcasts with a lot of people, in general, people tend to do that kind of stuff.
Right.
Where they're talking over each other, they accidentally jump in on what someone else is saying, and then they interrupt their story. It happens a lot.
Yeah.
The show is called Jen and Xia in the Evening. I would love to be dominated by Jenna. Well, maybe she'll step on you, Leon,
Yeah,
if you fly out here.
Where do you live? Is he LA? Where is he at?
Is Leon the one in
Or is that Norway?
Norway? Is it something like that?
I'm sorry. I was looking at, there were so many comments coming in at once.
Yeah, sometimes they come in quickly. When people can't give you a simple yes or no to to a simple question. Yeah, that's annoying when people talk around stuff and they're just politicians. That's basically a politician.
Yeah.
Politicians do
Or
that.
liars.
It's the worst.
Liars
Or
and
liars.
cheaters,
Yeah.
baby.
Oh my god, they're awful.
Do you want to know something my mother used to do to my dad? My dad would be sleeping, and my mom she's a morning person. So she wakes up like 5 a.m., ready to live her life. I could never. I'm not a morning person.
No, me neither.
Us Basiles
Ugh.
are not morning people.
Norway, yeah.
So she gets up, and she's all excited, and she'll wake up, and my dad will be sleeping. And she'll go and like do something and like come back in the room and go, Michael. My parents are divorced now, by the way. But she used to go, Michael. And wake him up.
Oh boy.
And they go, were you sleeping? I just want to let you know, like, I'm going to go out and run some errands. And my dad would be like,
God.
Antonina, that's my mom saying, Antonina, it is the weekend. And I just worked a full Monday through Friday, wakes up, commutes to the city. He's like, can I please sleep in? And like, she just used to just do, I just want to wake you up and let you know that this was her line. I'm letting you sleep. I'm gonna run errands. And he would go, so why the hell did you wake me
You're
up if you're letting me
obviously
sleep?
not letting me sleep.
It was so
You're doing
iconic.
the exact opposite
Every
of
time
letting
she would
me
do it.
sleep.
Every time she would do it, it was always like, what the hell? And I was just cracking up. I'm like, this woman.
Oh my God, that's so
this
funny. Just
woman-
leave a note. Put a Post-it note on the fridge.
Send
Hey,
a
I went out
text
to run
message.
errands. Yeah, text anything.
Don't wake
Oh
him
my
up and
God.
go, I'm letting you sleep. I'm gonna run some errands.
I like when
what?
people apologize for texting me or calling me at like a weird time, and I'm like, dude, it's fine. My phone is always on silent. Like, it's never even on vibrate. I don't know you're texting or calling. Text and call me anytime. I'll see it when I wake up. You're never waking me up. Because even when my phone is on during regular day hours, I get so many notifications that I don't keep my phone on.
Oh my
I
God,
don't.
Reddit
Not
has
at all.
taken over my life.
Yeah.
It like makes me, do you know when you do something a whole bunch and it starts making you physically angry and nauseous?
Yeah. That's
Like-
why you got to be careful with how you do it. You have to set a certain amount of time that you put towards one
right.
thing, and then that's your time for doing that thing. Because if you let it take over your life, it's
Oh
kind
my
of like
God.
when you work from home and you find yourself answering work emails and doing work at 10 p.m. and you're like,
Yeah, it's
hold
like, I'm not
on,
even
this
getting
is
paid for
not.
this.
Yeah, like there's absolutely not.
And again, all the people from Reddit, like, they don't actually want to buy my content. They just want to tell me that they want to fuck me in weird ways.
They're
and I'm
trying
like,
to get free
"Thanks."
stuff out of you,
okay.
and yeah, no, that's the thing. You can advertise on Reddit. I wouldn't bother talking to people.
Right, and that's what I'm like. I'm trying to be nice because there have been people that I've chatted with that have then bought. So that's why I'm like trying to be nice, but I'm not trying to like waste time.
And that's the thing, yeah. And some people just want to tell you what they want to say. My voicemail says, stop calling, hang up, and just text me. God, 100%. I only want to talk to people that I actually want to talk to. Did you girls try out for acting? Or did you try for actors, girls? You both got a face for it. Thank you, Leon. I don't know. I would like to get in. I mean, acting would be fun. That'd be something
Acting
that'd
would
be
be
cool.
so fun.
Yeah.
I am really terrible at... Well, so here's the thing. So
Acting and lying are different.
I was
feel
just
like.
going to say, because I was like, I can't lie for shit because I don't lie.
No,
I don't
me
like
neither.
lying.
I'm a
So like...
horrible liar.
And even if I will lie, I'll like be like, it'll be like a white lie, and then right after be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I just lied to you and I like can't live with myself. It's like a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So acting. Oh, look at these people.
Spineless, thank you so much for the super chat. You are so freaking awesome, you guys.
Wow.
This is first stream and we've already gotten 3
it's-
super chats.
That's.
Thank
my
you.
Heart's warm.
I know, my
It's so
whole warm fuzzies inside.
I don't know. What was I saying? I was talking about. Oh, acting. I don't
acting.
know. I would love to do it, but I feel like, you know how Johnny Depp will never watch a movie of his back? Like, he's like never seen the movies he's been in.
Right.
I feel like that's how I would be. I would have
can't
fun
watch
doing
myself.
it.
Absolutely
I would have
not.
fun doing it, and I'd be like, I never want to watch myself.
I can't even watch myself with this kind of stuff. And Nick is always like,
That's
you
how
should.
yeah.
I can't stand it. It makes my skin crawl. I feel uncomfortable. I hate it. I hate my voice.
Yeah,
I hate every
right.
second of watching or listening to
Same.
myself. I love
Same.
doing this. This is what I, oh my God. I love doing this. This is really fun, but I can't. Reese, I just blew 2 Dutches. Xia and Jenna are on, and the food just got here. Really a good day. That actually sounds like an awesome day. Holy shit. Just getting
That's
high,
so nice,
eating food,
yeah.
and watching something. Thank you
Oh,
for
that's what
choosing
Dutchess meant?
us.
I didn't
I
know
think
that's what
so,
Duchess
right?
was.
I
Because
think.
I was thinking Duchess like a woman.
Oh.
I was like, oh, you had a threesome.
You're like, oh, great, good for you.
Like, nice, nice. My man had a threesome.
Oh my
He's
God.
probably typing right now, like, oh, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
I actually
People think I'm
was
cool.
fucking 2 girls.
Because I was thinking like your Duchess or something, you know.
The little duchesses. True, thank you so much for saying that because I absolutely despise it, but thank you. That is very sweet.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people can't listen or watch themselves. That's like a very common thing.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable to see yourself on screen. And then because it's yourself, you just zero in on your flaws.
Right.
Like
No,
all
yeah.
I do is zero in on something I don't like about
Yep.
myself. And I'm like, cool. So now I'm just thinking about this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to get into some acting. That would be fun. I can't watch or listen to myself either. And going by my views, neither can anybody else.
Oh my God.
Delight,
you guys are
you're
so
funny. Yeah,
You guys
like-
are so funny.
I know. I love the chat so much. And you guys are awesome. This was a fantastic first stream. We're going to end it here because I feel like we're going to, I mean, this is going to be every week. I'm excited. I feel
Yeah.
like this is a good amount of
Yeah,
time.
for sure.
I'm at work, but that's a good idea. Get on that, Reese. Get you 2 ladies. You guys, thank you so much for being here for our first ever YouTube stream. Thank you for chatting, all of the support, for watching, the super chats. You guys have been seriously amazing. Where can people follow you to follow you, Jenna?
You can find me on Instagram, Jen Jam Basile. That is JenJam Basil, and there's a good old E at the end.
Boom.
That was a lot.
So follow her there.
Yep. If you guys have any questions about OnlyFans or private content or whatever the hell you want, you can also DM me on Instagram. We'll figure everything out.
And then you can snack and bug.
Yes.
If anybody is new here and not following me, it's at Xia_land on Twitter and Instagram. It's XIA_LAND. OnlyFans is also XiaLand, XiaLand there as well. And I also stream live on Twitch 3 days a week, which I might try to add a day. We'll see. I'm trying to figure everything out. But XiaLand there as well. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out, and we'll see you guys next week.
Thank you.
Bye.